Hi, Gary DeWall, another Bridging the Week, May 13th through 17th, 2013, and today, May 20th. Good morning. Last Thursday, May 16th, as expected, the CFTC finally issued its final SEF core principles, its block trading thresholds for swaps, and an interpretive order on disruptive trade practices. The CFTC said that all swaps subject to mandatory execution must be traded on a central order book or request for quote system unless certain block thresholds are exceeded. Through October 2014, at least 2 unaffiliated recipients must receive all RFQs, and thereafter 3. The CFTC also articulated temporary registration processes for SEFs and said that voice or other communication are an acceptable means for trade execution provided certain basic requirements are met. These core principles and other rules are all effective 60 days after publication in the Federal Register. A compliance date is 120 days after Federal Register publication. Block thresholds will be set for each category of swap within the 5 asset classes. For Phase 1, Year 1, the Commission will use a 50% notional amount calculation for credit default and interest rate swaps. For commodity and FX swaps, the CFTC will parallel equivalent futures block trading thresholds. For Year 2, Phase 2, the CFTC will use a 67% notional account calculation for all asset classes and thereafter look at those thresholds annually. Again, this does not apply to equity swaps which don't have block trading thresholds. Regarding the interpretive guidance on disruptive trading practices, there is no interpretive guidance. Just read the plain language of the statute, which is not very helpful. Finally, the CFTC authorized designated contract markets and SEFs basically on their own self-submissions to bind the marketplace for when certain swaps are mandatorily executed. Check out the summary of all these rules on my webpage. By the way, today's New York Times basically condemned these final rules. I'm not sure where they're coming from. As far as I can tell, reading the plain language of Dodd-Frank, these final rules are much more in support and parallel the plain language of Dodd-Frank. Germany enacted very difficult licensing rules for high-frequency traders on May 15th. Effectively, if you're outside the EU, by February 14th, you must be licensed or risk criminal prosecution. This is whether you access German markets directly or indirectly. If you're in Europe, the deadline is 14 November 2013. A couple of other deadlines to keep in mind. June 1st, you got to be in 173 compliant. Check out the FIA website for how to comply. And by June 10th, mandatory clearing goes in place for certain non-swap dealer financial business. Check out that ISDA protocol on the ISDA website. This is Bridging the Week, May 13th, 17th. Today is May 20th. I'll see you again next week. Bye.